Has something big happened in your life that's been really difficult for you? Perhaps you've been through a divorce or you're separating at the moment. Perhaps you've got children involved as well and it's ripping you apart. Perhaps you've had a huge financial loss. Someone has died that you really care about. Or perhaps you're feeling a sense of overwhelm and trauma with things that are happening in the world at the moment. It feels relentless and you don't know how to handle it. It's feeling overwhelming. Here are some tips about how to sail through these storms. It doesn't mean you're not going to get battered. You already know that. But one of the most important things is to honor how you feel. Don't try and validate it. We often think, I need to be strong, I need to pep up here, I've got to be good for my kids or for somebody or something, I've got to look good at work, all of the things. And then we try to squash what we're feeling. But what ends up happening is we then create tension and it comes out in other ways. So I want to invite you, at least for some part of the day, I get you need to move on and I get you need to keep putting one foot in front of the other. And perhaps there's a time when you can't. You actually do feel like you have to stop. That's fine too. But in either situation, take time to let yourself feel. It's the last thing you're going to want to do. I 100% get that. But it is how your body processes trauma, is if you feel it. Now, the question is, well, how do I do that? And how do I do that in a way where I don't just drown? Because one of the reasons you're trying to skate over the top of it is because you might feel like you're going to drown. So trusting yourself and what you feel like you need to be able to sit and let yourself feel, even if it's for 10 minutes a day, where you're not doing anything else other than sitting on the couch and breathing and feeling what's going on in your body, crying, screaming, getting angry, punching a pillow, whatever it is that you feel like you need to do. Let yourself do that. It might be that you feel like you need to be around people. We need our safe people when we're processing things. You might not have a community to lean on. I really invite you to reach out for professional help when that happens, because having someone to hold space with no judgment, that is really important for you to drop in, to check in with you. Right now, what are you feeling? You might want to flip this video off as soon as I ask you to do that if you check in with you, because you're scared you'll drown. So this is where you need to set up those little moments of resourcing and support. What do they look like? Perhaps it's going for a walk. Perhaps it's having coffee with a friend. Perhaps it's being by yourself, letting yourself cry or get angry, whatever it is. And then acknowledge yourself. Acknowledge the feelings. These feelings are real. They're how I feel. They don't need to be logical. The logical mind will be sitting there arguing with you about this. Well, he was a so-and-so anyway, or she was a so-and-so anyway, so I'm glad to be rid of them. Or, well, things happen, they come and go, we'll be fine, I'll just get back on the horse. Whatever it is your logical mind's telling you, it's often to escape processing the grief and the pain. But when we don't process the grief and the pain, we don't acknowledge how much we love that person at some point. We don't acknowledge how illegitimate we are in our own feelings and our own being. We dismiss ourselves just the same way we might have been dismissed by the person that we wanted to love us. And it often harps back to childhood stuff. I'm sorry to say that. Often people are thinking, well, I don't want to think about childhood stuff. But often it can feel that, trigger that same trauma. I was never felt like I was seen. So see yourself. Give yourself the gift of registering what you're feeling. And really give yourself the opportunity to pull in your support to your team. Team you. Gather them around them. Don't have the naysayers around you at the moment. It's too much. Have the people that are just going to hold you, be able to listen to you if talking and being around people is helpful for you, or go for those walks by yourself, or go and play the sport, or garden, or dance, or whatever it is that brings you back to here, that you are actually spending time honoring and seeing yourself, so that whatever the trauma is that you're processing, you can process it, and then you will actually grow from it. You will actually start to become more full in how you live your life, because you're letting yourself feel the ups and the downs. And you'll start to feel more resilient, like you can handle stuff because you got through this. So I really acknowledge wherever you're at. I want to send you a lot of love and support, and give yourself the gift of spending time with what you're feeling and recognize it. It is legitimate. It is important. It is real. You don't have to act on it. We're not talking about going off and punching somebody or doing anything like that. It's just feeling the feelings, because the blame that's out there is because of the pain that we have in here. Doesn't mean the other person hasn't done the wrong thing. Perhaps they have. But when we're really feeling a lot of pain here, for whatever the reason is, the loss, whatever's going on, then we try to project it out, which is a fine thing to do. Feel free to do that as a way of acknowledging that you're actually in pain, and do it in safe ways for you and the other person. So my heart is with you. I hope this has been helpful.